Alright, so the news today is that Kenta officially signed with WWE. So today it was in Osaka, Japan. They had a whole ceremony in the ring. It was Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, and Kenta. They already signed the contract. And I'll say this, alright, I am excited about this. I think this is huge from WWE to officially sign Kenta, even though you kind of knew it was going to happen months ago. And I saw people's videos today on YouTube, and they had the same reaction, which I'm happy as well. Then I went on Facebook and Twitter to see people's reaction also on social media. And then there's some people out there who were shitting on it. People were saying, oh, this is another Japanese talent that WWE is gonna fuck over. And it also been reported that Kenta will be going through NXT. And people were already pissed at that. Oh, he gonna go through NXT and be lost in the shuffle. People need to understand this. Number one, it doesn't matter who you are. You are gonna go through NXT or developmental. It doesn't matter where you've been, who you wrestle, what title you've held, or how long you've been doing professional wrestling. You are gonna go through NXT, the developmental process, once you sign with WWE. That is mandatory. What WWE is doing, and I can understand why they're doing this, they're not trying to have another Sin Cara, aka Mystico. Remember, back in 2011, when WWE signed Mystico, they brought him in from Mexico to the main roster without having him go to developmental to learn the WWE style. And what happened his first match? He botched in a match against Primo. And after that, he was consistently botching and being injured. In the process, he got released, and now Sin Cara being played by Hunico. So WWE wants Kenta to learn the WWE style so he can be accustomed to it when he gets to the main roster. And I'm sure also they want to learn more of his English so he can communicate with other wrestlers once he gets to the main roster or in developmental, because communication is key in pro wrestling, am I right? So at the end of the day, they're not gonna shit on him, but I will say this as well, and I do kind of agree with this. WWE has a terrible track record with Japanese talent. They do. Let's be honest here. Kendo Suzuki, Kung Fu Naki, Jimmy Wang Yang, Tajiri, hell, even Yoshitatsu. All these guys that came from Japan with high expectation, and they got shitted on by WWE. But I do believe that WWE is aware that Kenta is such a huge name that they're not gonna fuck this over. They're gonna make a big deal out of it. Obviously, yes, he'll go to NXT. I can see him being a contender to the NXT title. Having him face, let's say, Adrian Neville. I think they'll have good matches. And eventually coming his way to the main roster. I'm not saying that right away he's gonna be the World Heavyweight Champion. No, it'll take time, but I can see him being a future Intercontinental Champion, having good matches on the mid-card level until eventually, if it ever happens, he'll be put on the main event spot in WWE. But only time will tell. But I'm excited once again. If you haven't seen any of his matches, I'd recommend you guys go on YouTube. Alright, I've seen some of his stuff from Ring of Honor, where he wrestled Nigel McGuinness, Bryan Danielson, Low Key, Tyler Black, now known as Seth Rollins. And again, he's great talent, and I can't wait to see him in WWE. One more thing I'll say also, most likely, they'll change his name, but I'm hoping they have him keep his name as Kenta. And also, will they have him still do the GTS that he kind of did before CM Punk, or the Running Knee, a move he did also before Daniel Bryan? All this will be answered in time, but let me know your thoughts as well, and I'll see you later in the next video. I'm out. Peace.